the streets also of Cebu. So this is nothing new to us. In fact, rain or shine, we are always there. That's what the Sir Val said as well. This is also murag panata na sa a way of capturing the beauty of Sinulog to the eyes of the photographers, and also in a way of capturing the tradition. It's been here for so many years, 1982 I think, and until now, the longest running festival I think in the Philippines. So anyway, when you were tasked to, if I may borrow the word, enhance the photo contest, there is no changes, no big change. It is only the enhancement of what has been there ever since. The only big difference I think is we have, number one, we have stepped from embracing technology. We have stepped to embracing the new times now. We have changed names of some categories to make it simpler and easier to understand. Before there used to be 5 categories. Now there are 6 with 1 guest category. 2 categories we have renamed. The rest are the same. So if I may go about it, we used to have contingent category. Now it's called Sinulog Parade. Why we make it Sinulog Parade? Contingent is more or less very conflicting. Maglibog mga photographers. Make a contingent, it's usually a group, a big group. So now when you say Sinulog Parade, anything that happens during the Sinulog Parade, and then we have also made the guidelines more specific in that we included the week before, Sinulog sa Dakbayan o Sinulog sa Lalawigan. Because under the guidelines of photo contest, wala man na ma-appeal. So karon we included them already. So to take out any doubts, kaya naman good to from the photography community, insulting niya, wala ni daog gini. Ang guidelines insulting, Sinulog Parade, niya last week money. So, that's Korea ba? So, it's very small. But, there are some who want to delve in details. Secondly, sidelights. Sidelights category. It's very all-encompassing. We already made it into human interest. So, to make it more fitting. And then, as you can see, most of the photos of sidelights are human interest. So, anyway, the remaining categories are the Festival Queen, the Procession Fluvial, this is all the same, and then also the Gigante Puppet, all the same, so 5 na siya. The guest category that we have, which will not be in consideration of the grand prize, would be the digital art photography. And the difference being, photographers are only allowed to submit 2 photos in 8 inches by 12 inches size for this category. Now, what makes it so special and different from the rest? Technology has now allowed the merging of photos, and digital art has already embraced by not only graphic artists but also photographers as well. So, to give them the opportunity to come out with a different Sinulog photo, we are allowing 4 photos to be merged. Anything under the sun. As long as the main photo is basically of Sinulog this year. Margin na siya. If you want to put the Milky Way, if you want to put the moon, a picture of your daughter, your son, your dog, you're free to do so. As long as under digital art, no holds barred.
Was there digital art last year?
None. Yes, first. So this is the first introduction, and then this is the first of many innovations that we like, in keeping with the times. And then also the clamor of photographers as well. Because, to be honest with you, some photographers enhance their photo entries when in fact we have limitation to enhancements. So for them to express themselves, it's a perfect term. We give them this category, hala sige, bahala mo diha, go. But maintain, of course, the guidelines that have been set for not altering, but enhancing your photos under the different categories. And then this special category, we intend to change every year. So, there's something changing and fluid about the photo contest. So, in embracing whatever is new, trends and everything. So, that's one. Second is, the price is, the entry fee is still the same as last year. Actually cheaper. We lowered it. Before, it was 3,500 if you pay by January. Now, it's just 3,000. Same. And then, photographers are entitled 10 free photos, and then they are now allowed to submit as much as 40 excess photos. Last year, it was only 30. Why did we raise it to 40? Aron mas 50 siya tanan. Because we also have more. We were expecting more photos now, no? Because we have given them more freedom to shoot. And then plus extra 2 pa gyud from the digital art. So all in all, the maximum they can submit is 52 photos. 10 which is inclusive of the fee, 40 which is excess, they pay 50 pesos per photo. Depends how many they submit, no? And then the 2 photos, digital art is also free. So in effect, 12 free and 40 depends on whether they pay excess or not. We have heard also comments nga, mahal, it's still the same. We have not changed anything. We are just enhancing it in a way. So the thing is, Manggod, also, if I'd like to also clarify, saying this is a money make, no, it's not. We are just here to ensure that the photographers shooting in the streets are those who really want to shoot. Sadly, as a photographer, I've seen people roaming the streets with IDs, bringing their cell phones, bringing their iPads. So one way of ensuring that if you're a serious photographer, and if this is your devotion to the Santo Niño to capture really good photos, then I don't think money is an object. It's like, we are giving photographers a privilege to shoot in the streets. So by shooting in the streets, they should also be thankful that we are trying to limit the number of photographers in a way. Para ang serious photographers lang ang naa dito, harong dili magkagugot. This year, we are very serious about discipline. We actually are limiting the number of photographers for the contest. We will release the actual number once we have the final tally. But while it's open, they can actually register anytime at the Sinulog Foundation office between 9 to 5 during office hours, or they can go to the Sinulog portal of the Sinulog Governing Board, www.sinulog.com.ph. Go under the photo contest, there's a camera icon, they click there, they can register online, and they can pay through, our technology now is already InstaPay, GCash, so it's very easy to make that payment. So we made that possible already, that change. That is one of the big changes that we have now, the online facility for photographers, not only for Cebu, but even for those who want to come in from other cities. Because as we say, again, this is the biggest festival of the Philippines, and we're very proud of that as Cebuanos. Now, the reason why we're very, Sidney and I, and the rest of the committee are very adamant about discipline is that as photographers, we've seen how unruly it has become in the street. So we are very dead set on instilling discipline this year. So we will outright disqualify photographers, registered photographers who are unruly. And that is a promise. It's not a statement, it's a promise. So we will. But of course, with due process, no, we have to also be careful about it. But it's not a warning. It's just a statement good for you. You are given the privilege to shoot, but you have to abide by the rules. Each photographer now will be asked to sign a code of ethics. So the code of ethics is a statement of a certain set of behavior that they have to follow. Because again, we would like to instill a friendly competition. Kaya mag-away mong guna sa dami. I mean, we have witness to it. Mag-away yun nga. Mag-away yun because tungod lang yun. I mean, gamay kayong butang, inyong dakon. So please, para magkaani ni Santo Niño, di magkaani para natin. So let's do this. Let's bring back the religious aspect of it and shoot for the patron saint. And make sure we capture with friendly competition in mind. Hindi nga mag-away kay mas bindot ko. Anyway, so on and so forth, no? Again, are we talking about the ladders, no? Okay, no? So anyway, the issue also of ladders, we have heard so many comments of ladders, no? Photographically, it's a certain vantage point which we agree because it's different man yun, a different angle of ladder. So as a compromise, we actually wanted to ban it outright. But as a compromise, we have agreed that to set it, there is only a limit. 2-step ladders are allowed.
Only two-step.
Only two-step. If you are in violation of this two-step ladder, well, it's up to you.
Back then, how many steps would they go?
5,
5.
6.
I've seen 5.
Yeah, even more. You'd be surprised. And then, I think the difference, the big difference na good for this year, no, is aside from the enhancement that we made, is ang discipline. Good. We are very serious, good, in ensuring that discipline be instilled in the photographers, and also with the help of the media, we'd like to also enjoin the spectators as well. Sometimes it becomes unruly because once they see photographers with ID shooting, they have the tendency and then have to join because may shoot man sila, appeal sa me. So with their cell phones, their iPads, I mean that is okay. But while the contingents are dancing and photographers are shooting, please do not rush inside. I mean, you find a way to have your selfies taken, not when they're performing, because patas-patas, moingon man sila, we cannot see. Di man, because you have to give and take money. As photographers, they also should capture. They also should be given the opportunity to capture the images because, for one, it is a competition. So they want to get the best. So secondly, mag-away sila automatically. All of a sudden, palit lang sud ang tao in the frame. May nakay ka, init ka ko, init ang adlaw, init na. So the emotions get the best of you. So sometimes, sabtanay lang. Anyway, we are planning to come up with a certain way in order to curb that. So I hope we'll be having meetings naman sa with Sir Val, and then we'll be giving more updates soon on changes and updates. Kasi the bottom line ng good, in line with what Sir Val said, photographically, this will be a better Sinulog, better experience. And we are asking for the complete cooperation of photographers and spectators because we cannot do this alone. We have to ask the spectators as well to also respect the photographers who are shooting. In as much, the photographers will respect the spectators kung dili na magsayaw. Di man ginahilabtan ka na maglingkod, mag-selfie. The photographers won't stop you. Kana lang magsayaw because if photographers are shooting, kung magsayaw, nagailan sa photographers in time to shoot. So, ba? Para man yun ni Santo Niño. So, tabang ngayon lang dito. It's the success of the festival has to be with the cooperation of all. So, we in the photo committee are just trying to make it a lot better, experience-wise. So, again, deadline for submission by, another new thing pa is we extended the deadline of the submission, which usually would fall on the Friday or Saturday of the last activity. Now we extend it to Monday, January 27. Why? Because we wanted also to include the hubuk. The hubuk is a vital part of the Sinulog celebration. This is the last official activity of the church when the infant Jesus is changed big. And he is being prepared for the next release ba? And then unfortunately deadline before was not set to include that. So to complete the religious festivity, we decided to include that, to give them the opportunity to shoot. Okay, before Manggod, ang deadline was Friday afternoon and the hubo Friday morning, hindi siya mamadaan. So by moving it on Monday, at least they have more time to process it. So at least it's complete with the hubo and everything. So these are the changes which we see that could make a difference. We have newer photos, another perspective. So something different as you know, balik na ang photo Sinulog. So we hope to come up with something new, with the new changes in the categories and so on and so forth.
Festival Queen.
Oh yeah, Festival Queen.
Limited category para lang sa during the Dyugani Festival Queen and the
Runway
runway
competition.
So wala na nasa streets.
Street, wala.
na.
If,
The
if,
street is in
in
Parade.
Sinulog
the
Parade,
parade, okay.
anything that's shot in the street will be Sinulog Parade.
Okay.
Festival Queen,
Lahi
exclusive
siya.
lang din na siya during the runway competition.
And the
Festival
presentation.
Queen presentation, coronation
Sabi
night,
niya.
that's it. Because to make it different lang siya ba, para diha lang yun. So, okay, mahal gina, source lagi siya na, source sa lalis. Nga no,
So wala siya labot sa 6 na category ang kaning festival.
Apil na.
Labot na
Apil
siya.
na. Festival Queen,
Falls
if I run
under
down, because
sa,
I can
sa
email
festival
you.
na.
You can actually download the guidelines. It's already up, no?
Yeah.
On the website, yeah. It's there, the different categories. And then, ang changes lang yun is, ang Sinulog Parade will now include Dakbayan, Lalawigan, and Grand Grand Parade. And the awarding. Specific na gid siya sa rules. Human interest is the whole period from January 9, opening, hangtod January 24, 27, whatever, no? And then, everything, basta, di-fine-tune lang nato, di-enhance nato in a way nga. It's more easier to understand and to differentiate from what is allowed, what is not allowed. Same photo size, 5x7, and then, basta, we also have surprises for our photographers who register. So we have made it, easier. As photographers, we know how it's like also. So we try to make it easier for them. Hopefully, with our cooperation, everything works out fine. So, definitely, that's basically it.
Surprises or